this continued problem for baseball, and Manfred really did a terrible job opening his mouth. The interview he gave just really he really dug himself a hole. Uh, the way he referred to things, he really got people upset with him with his talk about the piece of metal for the trophy, and that's basically all the World Series is, a piece of metal. I mean, it was not smart. He did not handle it well. I like Manfred. He's a nice man. He really is. He's a gentleman. He's a nice man. He really did a bad job with this. He didn't. I didn't think he did a bad job early on with the Houston thing. But what he's done here is he did not, and baseball should have coordinated what Houston was going to do. He should not have allowed Houston or trusted Houston to do what they wanted, because what this has done now is it has put it right back on the commissioner's office. Houston did such a terrible job in handling this. All they did was create a nightmare for themselves in baseball. Now, baseball's had to step back in, and when he has stepped back in, he has done an awful job in his comments. Plus, I don't know why anybody thought they were going to punish the players. They were never going to punish the players. You couldn't punish the players in this. It was going to open Pandora's box. And the teams. Here's my word for the teams that are complaining. We're talking about degrees here. So tell me that you never, ever doctored a baseball or had anybody on your team who doctored the ball, which I know any of the teams mentioning have had guys who were caught doing different things. Plus, everybody had players, and the Yankees had more than most. You want me to go down and list the guys for the Yankees who had big hits, who were steroid users, who had big hits in postseason or World Series games, who were steroid users, or pitched well for the Yankees who were steroid users? So we're talking about what? Degrees of cheating, or all cheating is bad now? Or what's gamesmanship and what's cheating? There's a fine line here that because of the fact that there was technology used, that changes everything. So now past cheating is okay, but this cheating raises to a different level that we're going to overturn championships? There's no way to overturn championships. And if you're the Yankees or Dodgers, why would you even whine? What? You didn't win it. Dodgers, you've had enough chances. Get some outs. Get some outs. Get Kershaw to get some outs, and you would have won a championship already. If you're the Yankees, shut up. You've won enough championships. You want to whine your way into another one? When did the Yankees have to go begging for championships? I mean, it's embarrassing. Stop already. What do you want to do? Just hand you a championship that you didn't earn? You weren't good enough. Stop whining. Did the Orioles whine when the Jeffrey Mayer game was stolen from them? And it was stolen from them. Did I hear the Yankees say we're giving that game back? Did I hear the Yankees saying when guys hit game-winning home runs who were steroid users that they were giving the games back? The answer is no. So what are we talking about here? Degrees? It's all cheating. So stop here with this stuff. Now listen, if you're a fan and you want their championship taken away, that's fine. But it doesn't make any sense. Because there's no way to discuss what level this cheating took. You've had guys say, you just had Correa say that Altuve didn't like taking the signs, which is what Reynolds had said before. And Altuve now has come out and said that two guys who didn't want the signs were Altuve and Reddick. Now, Altuve's numbers in 17 are very, very, I looked them up, they're very contradictory. In the regular season, where they used sign stealing all year, supposedly, Altuve hit much better on the road than he did at home. His home batting average was 311. His away batting average was 381. His home slugging was 463. His away slugging was 633. His OPS was 834 at home and 1080 on the road. So Altuve's numbers in the regular season in 17 which should have been much higher at home because he was getting the signs reportedly, was much higher on the road than he was at home. His splits were ridiculous. They were incredibly pro-road. But then in the postseason, his splits were enormously home. He went 17 for 36 at home, but 5 for 35 on the road in the playoffs. He also faced some great pitching then, but he didn't hit on the road. He hit at home. But in the regular season, he didn't hit at home and he hit on the road. So I don't know what to make from that. Now you got players saying, well, I know they cheated in 18 and 19. Wait a second. Beltran left. Cora left. They were masterminds of this thing. How do you know they cheated in 18? Or cheated in 19? And in 19, you know it was a different cast of characters. Now, so we don't know if they did or they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't cheat in 19. I don't know if they did or didn't. I would have no idea. But I'd like to know how you know they cheated in 19. Now, also, Houston should have done a much better job of this, and they should have clarified from the beginning exactly when they stopped doing this, which they have not done. See, they were not forced, and this is where baseball should have said, here's how this first day is going to be run. We're going to run it. You're not running it. We're running it. And we're going to tell you what we want the players to do. We're going to tell you how we want it run, and we're going to be there to be involved. So you're not going to decide that. You're not going to have the owner go up there and say, I have no idea, and then have the players speak for 30 seconds and then leave. We're not going to do that. All that's going to do is make a bad situation worse, and that's exactly what it did. So baseball did a bad job. They shouldn't have trusted the Astros to do this right. But how about the Dodgers and the Yankees? Shut up already. I mean, enough. No, you can't whine your way into a title. Earn it. And for the Yankees, let's be fair. I've seen the Yankees get so many breaks in the postseason. And I asked the other team to just suck it up and shut up about it. When the umpires would Phil Cuzzy blow a call, or the Jeffrey Mayer play, you know what? I just said, hey, tough luck. You move on. You get some, you give some. You know what? If the same thing for the Yankees, shut up now. You lost that series. You didn't win it. You didn't hit in Houston. Forget the fact that they hit in Houston. They won games 2-1 there, too, where you couldn't hit. And their pitchers weren't getting any signs. And the Dodgers, you know what? You haven't been good enough. You haven't been clutch enough. So shut up and win right. Or you want to tell us that Washington did something last year? That you want to blame something on somebody else for last year too? You just haven't been good enough in a big spot. And why would you want somebody to hand you a title? My God, what could be worse? What could be more embarrassing than somebody just hand you a championship? You didn't earn it. You want to vacate the championship? We can argue that. Giving somebody the championship, that can't happen. Sorry. Nobody else earned the championship. You could take it away from Houston. We could discuss that all day, whether you could take it away from Houston. But you can't give it to anybody else. Nobody gets to be given championships. They didn't earn. It wasn't like they won the game and they had to take it away from them. That just doesn't work. But this has gotten worse and worse because the players now, and the players, remember, the players handle this in such a phony manner. If the guy's on my team, he's forgiven. Oh, really? So that's convenient. So if he's on your team, so does that mean that Torres now is going to go down the clubhouse and tell Cole that I think you cheated last year? Or is he absolved because he's a Yankee now? Because Torres today is saying that the Astros cheated last year. So march down the clubhouse and tell Cole, I think you cheated last year. And go ask Cole if he cheated last year. No, but he'll be absolved because he's on my team. And then like Cole say something like he didn't like the way Houston handled things. Sure, great, yeah. I'm sure he said that last year. I didn't hear him saying it during the season at all. It's always when it's convenient for the player. And what do you want Davis to do? The Davis came up as a kid with the Astros, and last year when he's asked about something, did you want him to throw all the Astros under the bus last year when you got asked him, ran to him last year, and now you're going to get on him for lying? Did you think he was going to be the one to blow the whistle on the Houston Astros? Would you expect him to blow the whistle on the Houston Astros when he's not there anymore? Or say nothing? I mean, what did you expect the guy to do? So let me get this straight. Half of baseball's killing the whistleblower. But then if you don't blow the whistle, then you're wrong too. I mean, come on now. Look at how they're killing this guy, and you would expect other players to do it? But then the guys who do it on your team who say they're sorry, they're okay. And if the Yankees had a problem, why didn't they go ask Beltran what happened? He was there. He was a Yankee employee. I mean, how comical is that? And maybe you don't want Cole. Maybe you want to tell Cole to go back here now to Houston. Since he was such a rotten scoundrel last year, maybe you should ask him to leave. Or you're going to pull a Verlander where he says, yeah, I really should have done something. I really wasn't a part of it. Okay, now everybody's not a part of it. I mean, this is such nonsense, folks, after the fact. It's whatever script is convenient for the day.